Love you.
Welcome back to my channel. So I'm with LJ this morning and you guys said how much you liked us telling you about the scoliosis friendly workout we did last time.
Yep.
So we're showing you another workout, except this one is more HIIT than strength.
Georgie wanted to do high intensity this week, so I've tried to incorporate both high intensity and exercises that are going to help her with her scoliosis. So we'll show you now. Alright, so the first one we've got is hip thrusts. Georgie's going to be pushing her knees out so she gets good glute activation. And we're just doing this one first to switch on her glutes first. There's a couple of reasons for this one. One is because Georgie finds it difficult to engage her lats in this one. See how her elbows are struggling quite a bit to stay up, so she's got to engage her lats at the back more to keep the weight on her shoulders. So this is working on her upper back as well as her glutes because we're squatting. Alright, next one we've got here is called a Panlay row. So she's starting and finishing her row from the ground. We're just giving the legs a little bit of a rest, but still working on her back. She's still using quite a bit of her core and now her hamstrings to hold her position. She's got a band around her ankles here. She's going out and in, as well as being in a plank position so that we're working on her core as well. Similar to the front squats, but now we've got single legs, so she's going to have to rely on her glutes even more now and her core and lats to keep that weight up. All she wants to focus on is keeping her upper body nice and upright so the weight doesn't fall, and digging her heel in so that she's activating her glute, so that front heel is pushing her back up. Alright, we're just finishing with some abs. Georgie's going to do a butterfly pyramid with hollow holds in between. So she's going to do 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 butterfly sit-ups, and in between we're going to do a small hollow hold. Good, so start back flat. Yep. Legs a bit higher. 3, 2, and 1. Good. 8 sit-ups.
We're all done. Finished, guys.
How are you feeling?
Good. I actually really liked that circuit. Also guys, I want to let you know that LJ has a winter challenge going at the moment.
Yes.
So it's like,
it's going to start Monday.
It's not your typical
transformation challenge.
8-week challenge or anything like that. It's all about just getting moving and staying active during winter. I love the idea so much.
We still have transformation goals, but it's really to cater for everyone. Yep. So
which I love.
Yeah.
And it's also very cheap. I was like, LJ, it's way too cheap.
The online version is, because it's not tailored, I've already written all the workouts, and you get to build your own routine based on those workouts. So because it's not personalized, it's very affordable for online, and you can do it from anywhere in the world. I've been getting
I'm just getting ready, putting my makeup on, and I wanted to tell you guys about something because it's winter, my skin was getting so dry, and I was finding that I would put on my makeup, you know when your skin is just like so dry and you like make it to go on and it goes all flaky and it's just like not good. And I know it's because I'm using the exact same makeup and it's completely fine when it's not this cold. Looked into it and got recommended. I had been trying some of the Raww skincare because I do really enjoy their makeup and I love what they're about. So I did get recommended to try this Smooth Me Fine Line Serum to reduce fine lines with superfood power, clinically proven to provide long-term skin hydration. What I've been doing is I've been doing like my normal face routine, like moisturizer and stuff, but before I put on my primer, I will put on a drop of this in my hands and stick it on, and I am noticing the biggest difference. Like my face is so much more hydrated and my makeup is like perfect. So So for breakfast, I just got that salted caramel protein oats, like literally the most delicious protein ever. And then I just got some berries, some granola, and Koyo. So I'm just about to make some lunch, but I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I feel like it's just not addressed. On YouTube, there's so many like fat loss and how to lose 30 kilos in 30 days sorts of videos, but I really want to talk to you guys about basically the things you should be doing and where you should be at before you even start a fat loss journey or a cut. If you guys didn't know, I am going to the States for the first time. I'm very excited with Tim. I think it's under a month now, so close to a month. I've decided that I am going to do like a mini cut, shred, whatever you want to call it. The next few videos will be telling you exactly what I do on a mini cut or shred, getting ready for my holiday. But this video is all about basically what you should be doing before that, which I feel like no one talks about. That is super important and will make and break if you actually lose fat. Tip number one, and this is you should be eating at your maintenance or in a surplus. So for example, in my previous video, I tracked my food for you guys, something I don't usually do, but I kind of just wanted to show you. And I was eating intuitively, and intuitively I was eating at my maintenance, which I was really happy about, which is an indicator that I feel like I can go into a mini cut. To know if you're at your maintenance, obviously there's like things online where you can like calculate. Personally, I do it intuitively. So basically I call maintenance when you're not putting on weight or losing weight and you're doing the same sort of things. That's what I would call maintenance. So tip number two, and something you need to be at, is you need to be mentally okay to go into a cut. Going into a cut, you know, there's different ways to do it, and I'll show you my way. And basically, mentally, if you're not okay, it can be like a stressful, and it's such a mental game doing like a cut. If you're not mentally okay, I would not recommend going into a cut. And that was kind of me previously. I told you guys how I went to Bali, and before that, I did want to do a mini cut because obviously I was going to be in bikinis and just feel good. And mentally, I just was not in the right place. I explained that to you guys, and I think that was a really good call. You really need to reflect and go, hey, am I in the right like mental space right now to take on something like this? Because you want to be nice to your body, you want this to be a good experience, you want your body to work with you, you don't want to constantly be like working against your body. You need to have enough energy already. So going into a cut, it's kind of obvious that you'll probably lose a bit of energy. So if you're thinking about losing some fat or going into a cut and you're already like tired and feeling super drained, something is off in your body, something is not right, and you need to address it. This is actually how I felt before Bali. I was explaining to you guys, I was just feeling really off and like exhausted all the time, which was probably coming off, you know, my wedding, and I had this big life change with swapping jobs and all this sort of stuff. So it was just like really my body getting into routine, which is completely okay, and I'm so glad I listened to it rather than thinking I could just like take on something like that. Whereas at the moment, my energy is amazing. I'm eating at maintenance, I'm training really well, I'm just like feeling overall normal and good. Number four is you've got to be in it for the right reason. Mentally, like you can't go into a cut, like I was saying before, really working against your body. You've got to feel good, you've got to have energy, you've got to mentally be okay. Like personally, I'm not going into a cut because I hate my body. Going on holidays, I do feel good at the moment and I love my body. Also, I love having little goals in the year, like during the year, to sort of work for. I personally am a big believer in you should have seasons. Before my wedding, obviously I was on a cut and I felt so good and I was so into it, obviously because I was about to get married, like I had that goal. And then I went through a season after my wedding, after the honeymoon, and then I was adjusting with my job, and I went through a season of being at maintenance, probably eating a little bit more, and it was winter, it was cold, I was doing other things, and that's okay. Like if you are constantly in a calorie deficit and constantly hating on your body, going into a cut is not going to make you happier. Anyway, they're just a couple of tips. I do have 2 more really good ones that I will tell you later on the day, but I'm super hungry, so let's get into it. Leftovers, but I kind of just made it into a salad with some spinach and chucked some feta on top. Also guys, little life update. You know I'm not at the law firm anymore. I haven't been for a while, and I'm also studying to be a health coach. So I obviously do get paid for sponsorships or anything. Like, it's weird that my ear is out. Let's put it back in. Obviously I do get paid for sponsorships with YouTube and Instagram. I've always been very transparent with that. But I actually just got a part-time job just to help out. I do have a mortgage and bills just like the rest of yous, and I was working full-time. So yeah, a life update for you. It is working from home though, so I'm just like trying to get into more of a routine now, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm actually feeling really good at the moment, and that's the reason why I am going into a mini cut, is just like mentally and physically feel like I'm in a good space.
You working out represents that. That's what a prosperous person would do. That's what a courageous person does, right? They show up for themselves. They take care of themselves.
Sure.
So
also guys, just a little tip. You guys have probably heard about mindful eating. So when you eat, actually looking, tasting, touching your food, which is really good for digestion. Like, you know, when you like eat and watch TV and you're like, oh my god, I'm like a bottomless pit, I could eat forever. That's kind of like mindful eating. You will be a lot more in tune in how much you want to eat and all that sort of stuff. And for me personally, when I'm on like my lunch break, you guys would have seen in previous videos, like I used to watch like a YouTube video. I'm trying to be more mindful about my eating. So I do find listening to a podcast, I'm still getting entertained. Plus I can look at my food, like taste my food, feel the textures. Just something new I'm doing, and I'm finding it is helping a lot better with digestion and mindful eating. I've stopped overeating as much, which is something that was an issue before. Look what I got, guys. I show you this most months, but this is like a monthly subscription box, and I think this is my favorite box. Blissful Eden chocolate hazelnut, delicious. And then also there was this no sugar milk chocolate raspberry Eden delish. I like never knew about this brand, and I'm very intrigued, so I'm so excited. I'm actually gonna go find this in the shops. Face mask, which is like all natural, vegan, all that good stuff. This whole box, guys, is always all natural, vegan. And then there's some eco-tan products. These are amazing because you get to try these products. Love, love, love these boxes. If you do want to try this box, I do have a 20% off discount code, which I will leave here. And so many of their products have now become like my main products, so it's just awesome. And the next sort of tip or thing to do is to make sure you have your routine down packed. So your morning routine, your nighttime routine, you're going to bed, you're getting up at the same time, you're getting good sleep. Like, you basically want everything in routine, and then you like try and lose fat. If you go straight into, you know, trying to lose fat and you've got all these new things to do, like it will just be too much. But if you're already like in routine, you've got good sleeping patterns, you've got a good workout schedule, like you're used to doing things in routine, you'll find it like so much easier and so much less stress on yourself. And the last little thing is to make sure you are not stressed, or to reduce stress if you are stressed. So the last thing you want to do is try and lose fat when you are already in a stressful situation. Like, for example, if you are, you know, something is happening at work, or if you are going through exams or something like that, like now is not the right time, because basically when you are stressed, your cortisol does rise. And when you do have high cortisol, your body tends to hold on to fat. If you're already stressed and your cortisol is high and then you're trying to lose weight and then you probably won't lose weight. It will probably cause more stress, and yeah, it's not gonna work. Don't try and do it. Years ago, I would just be constantly trying to lose weight. So literally every month of the year, I was like constantly trying to lose weight, no matter if I was doing exams or going through something stressful or anything. And it just doesn't work, guys. Roll with it. If you're going through something stressful, just leave it and get back into routine, get back into feeling good, and then in a couple of months or whenever the stress sort of subsides, then try. Otherwise, if you're like that person who is constantly stressed, then maybe you need to change something. So that was like me, like probably this time last year, I was very stressed because I was working full time, I was doing YouTube, I have an Instagram, I was doing PLT, and I have a fiance, I was planning a wedding, like all these things. And then I was trying to lose weight for my wedding, and yeah, it just doesn't work out, trust me. I end up going the other way where I was so stressed. I end up putting on weight when I was trying to lose weight, and it was not fun. Anyway, I'm blabbering, so that's just kind of some things that you need to think about and definitely get down packed before you even try and go on a cut or a shred or a weight loss journey or anything like that, because it will be so much easier, and you'll be surprised how effortless it can be once those things are in check. Just chopped up my veggies. They've got some seasoning and olive oil on them. Also, I just put some seasoning on my chicken. I have some smoked paprika and some chili flakes. Also, guys, I didn't know if you knew this. You can actually do the steps. This is what I do with the HelloFresh app. Also, on the app, you can choose your different meals. For example, next week, I have selected these meals, but if I wanted to select something else, I would press select meals, and then I would just like pick other meals. That is the question that I always get asked about HelloFresh is, no, you can actually select your meals, and you can do it for up to like 4 weeks, which is awesome. This is dinner tonight. It actually looks so gross, but it will be delicious. So I've just got my roasted zucchini, there's carrot, there's sweet potato and normal potato, then I've got a bed of spinach, and then I've got that paprika chicken, and we're just watching some Love Island. We're onto the UK series now. So I feel like something sweet, so I whipped, and I didn't have any sweet treats left, so I whipped up some protein fudge. Yum. So I'm gonna put that in the freezer quickly. But if you do want that recipe, it is on my Instagram, my IGTV. So go on my Instagram and then go on my IGTV and you can grab it. Anyway, I'm going to go to bed now. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I'm excited to do like my little shred or cut or whatever you want to call it for my holiday, so definitely look out for my next videos to come. And I hope today's video really made sense, and I hope you really take it into consideration if you are thinking about doing anything like that. But yeah, bye for now.